Hello, hi, how are you? I hope you're good. Welcome to my April TBR, my April to be read. I haven't filmed one of these in quite a bit, and the reason for that is because my reading has sort of been all over the place recently, but I figured for this month, why not? Just why not? I have 7 books here that I would like to read. Also, I'm going to be attempting a reading vlog this month. I don't know how that's going to go, but I'm going to try to document my reading with my iPhone. So fingers crossed I get that done and don't forget to film updates, but we'll see. The first book that I will be reading in April is one that I have been anticipating for so long, and that is Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames. This is a fantasy that just seems really funny and dark and gritty and wonderful. It's about this band of kind of misfits that aren't really working anymore. It's past their time and they're older now, but something happens to where they must return, get back together and fight or do something. I'm not sure. It sounds very rock and roll-esque and I'm just so excited for this. The next one I have is a little random. It's really random and I don't know why I want to read this, but I just do. And that is Tarzan of the Apes by Edgar Rice Burroughs, and this is the first book of the famous Tarzan series. Now I wasn't even aware that there was a Tarzan book series for the longest time. So finding that out was really interesting because, you know, my only foray into Tarzan was Disney. So there's that, but there's so many of these. Look at this. This looks ridiculous. Tarzan of the Apes, The Return of Tarzan, The Beast of Tarzan, The Son of Tarzan, Tarzan and the Jewels of Apar, Jungle Tales of Tarzan. There's so many. The next thing that I want to read is The Phantom of the Opera. The Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux. I can't pronounce that. I've always wanted to read The Phantom of the Opera. I mean, I love the movie, so I think it's just time to finally read the book. So excited for that one as well. Another one that I want to read is called The Pianist by a name that, again, I cannot pronounce this. I am a big fan of this movie. I remember seeing this in school during history class, and it was just really impactful, and I've always wanted to pick up the book and I never did, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. The next book I have is a nonfiction because I told myself to read a nonfiction. I needed to do that, and so I went with this one, and it's Blood of the Tiger, a story of conspiracy, greed, and the battle to save a magnificent species by J.A. Mills. I don't know much except that this is a nonfiction about tigers, so I'm going to pick this up. It's fairly short, so it shouldn't take too long, and I'm looking forward to it, so we'll see. Now the last 2 books are going to be weird. Oh, it's not weird, okay? These are fairly popular books, but it's not something that I read often, and that's gonna be popular young adult. This is really weird for me. So what I'm for sure reading these 2 this month, so that's why I'm doing the reading vlog, because I really want to update you on what I think of these. The first being The Wicked King by Holly Black. Now before you say it, yes, I know this is the second book. Now the first book is called The Cruel Prince, which I'm currently listening to on audiobook. What? An audiobook? I don't even listen to audiobooks. Well, I guess I do now. I have the app Libby via the library system that I have with Overdrive and whatnot. So I'm listening to The Cruel Prince because someone recommended it to me, and I'm not hating it. In fact, I'm kind of enjoying it, which is weird. I mean, I don't think it's good, but it's entertaining. So recently, because I was listening to it, I told someone that I was listening to it, they just decided to give me the second book. They bought me the second book. So now I have to continue on with the series and read the second one. And it's about fairies, fae, and they're cruel and dark and mean and twisted, and it's a fun ride. I will talk about my thoughts later. The last book is something that I'm really scared to read, but I was at the bookstore over the weekend, at this used bookstore. I got a bunch of books. I'm so excited for those, but I saw this one and I told my boyfriend that I really wanted to read this, but I also didn't at the same time. I was just curious to read this author because you hear so much about this author on BookTube, but I just didn't think it would be my thing, but I was just so curious. So he bought it for me, and now I gotta read it, and that is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I don't have anything to say, really. This speaks for itself. It's Sarah J. Maas, A Court of Thorns and Roses. I believe this is a retelling on Beauty and the Beast, maybe? Or is that something else? I don't know. I think her Throne of Glass is more fantasy, and this is about... What is this about? When 19-year-old Huntress Fairy? Fairy? How do you say her name? I can't pronounce things. Kills a wolf in the woods, a beast-like creature arrives to demand retribution. Can't speak words. So yeah, A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm gonna try to read this and we'll see how it goes. I will be documenting my experience, wish me luck. But anyway, that is my TBR for April. A lot of books. Am I gonna get through all of them? No, but I'm gonna try. So anyway, yeah, that's it. How are you guys? I hope you're good. What are you planning to read this month? Do you have thoughts and opinions on these books? Let me know your thoughts, blah blah blah. We can chat in the comments below. I hope you're all doing well, and I'm rambling, so I'm gonna go. Bye, goodbye, goodbye. I'll see you later.